What's the deal? What's the deal, people? No, it's been a long time since I did one of these podcasts. If you want to join the platform, make sure y'all hit me up. Let me know. I already know y'all about to flood the gates like y'all trying to get to heaven, you dig? But we about to talk about the Xbox One Scorpio, the Nintendo Switch. We about to talk about a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this gaming. I know it's been a while since I did a podcast. For those who don't know, I do have a secondary channel, and plus on with working and trying to balance two channels at the same time, it weighs on you. So I kind of slowed down with my upload. So I do apologize. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that notification button. You dig? So y'all can get notified when I do my podcasts and when I upload my new content. You feel me? So I appreciate everybody out there that's been showing some love, but it's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even playing with it. I just want to know, where are the games? They keep talking about the Xbox One Project Scorpio. They keep talking about Cuphead. I even hear people starting to brag about Phantom Dust. That might be coming from the grave. Matter of fact, Phantom Dust is a remake or HD reboot or something like that. Come on, man. Nobody is looking for the Xbox Project Floppio. People is out here keep saying, yo, One Stop, man, it sounds like you're bashing. You just bashing. You're not really keeping it 100, man. You're not staying neutral. It ain't about being neutral. I'm an Xbox guy that's talking about the Xbox problems. I'm criticizing the dusty box, But anyway, like I said, if anybody want to join the panel, just let me know. I'll hit me up on Twitter or something like that. And I'll get you on the panel, or I solo this thing. Hold on, let me see if Bell want to join me. Let me hit Bell up right quick, because I know a lot of individuals be want to a lot of individuals. Let me see. Oh, okay. Let me see. I might can get Dave up in here too. Let's see if you want to join. Where my boy Bell Hug at? Let me see. It's going down today, man. It's about to go down. Y'all already know what it is with me. Y'all already know. I bet ain't online. I don't see him on Skype. But how everybody doing out there, man? How everybody doing? I want to at least get that out the way. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's had a good day. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all love out here. It's all love out here. But yo, what's good? What's good, people? I see y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. If you new to the channel, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell and get notified so y'all I'm telling y'all don't want to miss my videos, man. What's good, J1? What's good with you, man? I see y'all out there. Shout out to J1. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me go ahead and go through some of these names. I see my boy Riz out there. Shout out to Riz, Chris, Jason. You know what I'm saying? Steven. I think they say Steven. I see you out there, man. Shout out to all y'all out there, man. Make sure y'all tweet the video, man. Share the video, man. It's going down, man. But yeah, so I've been hearing a lot of Scorpio talk, a lot of games. These dudes, what's up, Jesse? These dudes out here bragging about and talking about the Nintendo Switch. I got to get on them about that Switch. You feel me? I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but I'm the type of individual. Y'all know what it is with me. I don't care. We can agree to disagree. It's fine. I still chop it up with you. I still be cool with you. You understand what I'm saying? But you got to understand, these are my personal opinions, and you have to realize something. The Switch is perfect for my family. I'm not talking about it. I'm not saying that the Nintendo Switch is perfect for me. I have children. You know what I'm saying? I just got to be real. That's perfect for me when it comes to family oriented. You feel me? So for me, I'm good with the Switch. I can't wait till it drop. Can't wait till, my daughters and stuff jump on it. The wifey jump on it. Y'all already know, you know what I'm saying? They're going to have fun with it. I'm going to be able to enjoy myself with them on the Switch. I might get two of them things, but they selling out like hotcakes, man. I'm still trying to find somebody to get, you know what I'm saying, to see if I can get two of them off them. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm going. I see you out there, Civil. Shout out to my boy Civil. OT Easy, man. What's good with you, bro? I haven't seen you on that Destiny, man. What's happening, man? You just left your boy hanging on the Destiny. Just left your boy hanging. You know what I'm talking about? You know I be putting in that work, son. Wolf, what's good? Hey, Wolf, if you want to join the podcast, you never been in none of my podcasts. My boy, I don't know if I should get Sonic up in here. Because it's sure enough gonna be trouble. Yeah, man, I'm chilling, people, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, man. Make sure y'all share the video, man. We're gonna try to get 100-something viewers up in here if we can. If we can. We're good, Jet. I know y'all. I know it's been a while, man. I feel good doing the little podcast. You feel me? It feel good. I've been away from my people too long. Yo, check your Twitter. All right. I got you. Let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, I got you. We got my brother. We might have. Yo, y'all share this video. We might have a pack. We might have an all-star cast tonight. Man. I got you, man. When you say, like I say, hey, yo, Wolf, when you see me online, when I'm not busy, I be online. Just send me that link. I got you, brother. I be pissed. I be mad at myself when I be missing it, man. I be missing your podcast. I be like, dang, I know I could have added something to this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Hey, no, it's sold out. Congratulations, Sony, man. See, Sony doing what they need to do, man. You know, that's what I be saying, you know. That's what I be saying. Sony doing what they need to do, you know. We'll go ahead and give them that. Sony doing what they need to do. Congratulations, you know, because you know the Xbox say that Sony fans, they don't buy their games, but their games are selling out. I ain't gonna lie, man. I didn't cop it, man. I want to get it, but you know, I keep hearing people say it's like Dark Souls. Y'all remember what Dark Souls 3 did to my first controller, right? I beat Dark Souls 3. I beat the game. I already beat the game. But before I beat the game, y'all remember what happened? I had to buy me another controller, man. That game made me throw my controller and I broke it. So I don't know, man. What he said it looked like a PS2 game. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not even finna mention that guy. All right, Fox. I got you, brother. I got you. I'm not worrying about what them dudes got to say. You know why? Because look, why they keep damage controlling, I'm going to keep on calling Sony out for the things that they do, man. I'm calling Sony out. I'm not Sony, Microsoft out for the things they do. Sony is doing what they need to do. Microsoft is not. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft, we waiting on the games and we don't got no games. You dig? So they can keep crying all they want to. But y'all believe that One Stop for Gamers is not going to do what they doing. One Stop for Gamers is going to call it out. I'm going to call the BS out. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time, you know, I ain't got time for it to be, you know, it is what it is. We got 74 people up here, you know. I just try, like I say, I'm gonna bring the truth to the people, man. I know a lot of people say I'm bashing, but I don't know, man. I just think that at the end of the day, we need games, man. I want the games. I was just chopping it up with a couple of homies, you know what I'm saying, again last night. You know, since everybody say I won't be on my Xbox, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, Horizon, day one, brother. Day one. So I'm chopping it up to one of the homies last night. And he like, you know, he one of the biggest like Spider-Man dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like we both are. He like one of the biggest like Spider-Man dudes. And I'm like, yo, I know you're going to get that Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, man. I don't know, man. My pride won't let me get. I'm like, yo, pride? I'm like, bro, you tripping. Man, I'm going where the game's at. I'm not for to be running around here talking about, oh, I'm Xbox, so I'm not for to buy a PlayStation game. Man, you're crazy. You is crazy. Hey, hit me up on Twitter, man. Teasy, hit me up on Twitter, man, if y'all want that link. I'm not for to let no. Oh, I see you. I see you easy. I got you. I got you, brother. I'm not for to let Microsoft keep me from buying a Sony game. I'm not for to let Sony keep me from buying an Xbox game. I want to play the games. You know what I'm saying? If they got a game worth buying, I'm buying it. You know what I'm talking about? So when he said that, I'm like, dude, you're a diehard Spider-Man fan, and you're gonna not buy the new PS4 Spider-Man because it's not on the Xbox One. Come on, bro. That's just too salty, man. That's just too salty. You got to push that to the side and be like, yo, I'm going where the game's at. Ask the homie Wolf. He made the right decision, regardless of what people might say about him or think about him. He made the right decision to go where the game's at. We don't spend too much money on these corporations for them not to give us games. They out here making a new hardware. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is going to be the most powerful hardware. True 4K. Popping shots at the competition, and they have to backpedal and talking about, we got Halo Wars. We got Halo Wars. Y'all hear him boosting that Halo Wars? Y'all hear that? Come on, man. Come on. Project Scorpio to have the best gaming lineup in lineup history. Come on. What lineup? What lineup they talking about? Do y'all see a lineup? I don't see no lineup. I see them keep bragging about 6 teraflops. Wow. I'm to the point where I am really tired, man. Oh God, man. I've been getting on the Xbox almost every day all week, man. And everybody is playing Netflix, YouTube, Amazon. Oh, PlayStation. Oh, okay. The face of PlayStation just stepped through the building. All right.
How you doing, buddy?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Sound like a robot.
Oh,
do I sound like a robot too?
Oh, do I sound like a robot?
Yeah, you sound like a robot a little bit.
So I should leave and come back, yeah?
Yeah. That'd probably be good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, man. He gonna leave and come back, man. We got PlayStation News not in the building. Let's go, baby. But yeah, like I say, man, it's all good, man. It's all love, man. The panel is open. If anybody level-headed, we don't need no crazy fanboys. We just need level. I just want somebody that's level-headed, that's gonna keep it 100% real. You know what I'm saying? Better? Oh yeah, you sound a lot better now, brother.
Cool.
How your week? How's your week been, man?
Oh, it's been good. I'm going out tonight, man. I'm going to a house mansion party about 50 miles from where I live, but it doesn't start until 3 a.m. So
okay.
It's 3 a.m. Finishes at 12 noon.
Yeah, I'm good. All right.
Yeah, I see the title. This is what happened. I saw the title and I thought, hold on a minute, man. I kind of spoke about this in a video today. And I've got some time to kill because I'm going to start getting ready around 2 a.m. So I've got, I thought I've got an hour and a half, 2 hours to kill. So let me support my bro, man.
That's what's up. I really do appreciate it, man. It means a lot to me. I think we got T-Easy in the building. Shout out to T-Easy. What's good with you, brother?
Not much, man. Chilling, man. Enjoying the broadcast right now.
That's what's up. So I know you've seen the title too, and and like I said, I've been getting on Xbox like faithfully all week, like every day, and it's depressing. It really is very depressing. I get in a party with some of my friends. I'm just at the dashboard, just chopping it up with a couple of friends. They're doing the same thing. They're on dashboard. Nobody playing no games. Everybody on my friend list is watching Netflix and YouTube. I'm quite sure most people. Yeah, I'm serious, man. It's depressing. It's like, yo, what y'all want to get on? Now, mind you, it's a lot of games that I double dip. Like I bought 2 copies of each game because people was telling me, yo, I'm gonna get it for the Xbox One, and I end up playing it by myself, like Destiny. I had to trade in Destiny for the Xbox One because I got nobody to play with on the Xbox One.
You know what though? They've got Grand Theft Auto 4.
Oh yeah, I downloaded that last night.
It doesn't run very well though compared to the 360 apparently.
Man, I don't know. I played a little bit of it and I got off. I was like, you know what, this is not what I bought the system for. You know, I think that Microsoft right now is basically trying to fill in the void or fill in the lack of new IPs with backwards compatibility. They're trying to fill in that gap, and it's not working. Not for me, at least.
Do you know what I think they're? You know what I think Microsoft's big problem has been? They've done everything too well, and let me explain this. They have bombarded. They came out with all guns blazing with games since, say, 2013, 2014, 2015. You know what's happened? 2016 as well. Do you know what's happened? They've shot their load. They've fired all their ammunition and there's nothing left to fire. So the gun's empty and now they got to wait for development studios to, I suppose, finish the projects that should have been finished already. Games like Cuphead, games like Crackdown 3. These games are really causing Microsoft headache because they should have been finished by now.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, I called that out. I called that out a long time ago and people were saying that I was just another Microsoft hater. I was like, yo, I mean, when they supposed to have the best launch in gaming history in 2013, you know, that holiday, I say, I don't know, man. I think Microsoft might have just put all their eggs in one basket. What we're gonna have after this? And people are like, oh, you just hate it, man. Just enjoy the games we have now. I say, no doubt about it. I'm gonna enjoy the games that I want to play now, but I still think about the future as well. Because once I beat these games, then what? So I mean, like I said, I called a lot of this stuff out, and it's starting to show. You know, a lot of this stuff is starting to show up slowly for surely. And I notice a lot of people is not calling me a liar anymore. They're not saying that I was wrong about it, anymore. A lot of guys are hiding. If they're not damage controlling, they're hiding now. You know, what the Scorpio is going to do for us besides give us what it is, not upscale, but sparse rendering 4K games. I don't get it.
Do you know what the big issue for me is? The fact that I can't I've got an Android phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
To an iPhone, but that's not good enough, you see, because my big issue is I'm so desperate. I don't want to touch any of the games I've got because I really want to play Fallout Shelter. I'm so upset.
Wow.
I'm bullshit. I'm kidding, by the way. I'm kidding.
Okay. It's
a mobile game that is being hyped up because it got released on the Xbox One, which is how I mean, there's not much lower you can go from there, is there? I mean, don't get me wrong, Shelter's a good experience, but a AAA, AA game, it is not.
I mean, I guess I'm frustrated as an Xbox guy when I'm rooting for my team. They're not providing, they're not providing that experience that we know they can give us.
Might be time to jump teams.
I'm very close. I'm very close, man. I mean, I am. I really, because honestly, I will still, even if I was to get rid of all the Xboxes I own, I still will be able to experience Xbox games on my PC.
Because you're a free agent, right? You're not tied into a contract. You don't.
I'm not tied into no console right now. You know what I'm saying? Not really. I'm not. I'm a free agent, so I don't know, man. Sony offer is very enticing. That payday looks really good.
Yeah, but giving up being the face of Xbox is something you should really think about seriously. I say take a few seconds. No, I mean, you've built up your sub base based on the Xbox. So if you change now, you might, I don't know what kind of impact that would have. So don't listen to me.
Yeah, I mean, but that don't matter though to me that much. It really doesn't. Like, I
cover them both. Cover them both.
I might just go straight neutral and just leave it at that, and then just do away with the whole I'm just Xbox guy, because right now it's like it's hard for me, man. It's really hard for me to sit around and pretend that there are something so great about the console of my choice when there's not. I've been lied to over and over again. I've been lied to a lot, and I'm quite sure everybody in the that's rooting from Phil Spencer and Microsoft has been lied to constantly. And I think there's enough is enough.
I'm emotionally scarred by all the lies. They've torn me up inside. I'm a nervous wreck. I might even have to go on some kind of medication, Prozac or something, because Microsoft have done me wrong. They done me wrong.
Hey,
Yeah,
one
they
thing
do.
I can say about Xbox, um, like hopefully
Oh,
this
look at
Scorpio
this.
be everything. That'll be like if it's everything like they hyping it up to be, I'll go out and get one because I do want to experience other games. But the reason
Not
why I
now, you
didn't get the Xbox One because like everything they do for its features, like Sony counter them and do it better. You know what I'm saying? They announced the cable thing. Control your cable. Sony offer cable service. Sony offered game share. So everything Microsoft try to do is like Sony. It's like they got a crystal ball. They counter them and do it better. So they need to. I don't know. Hopefully, the Scorpio is everything. I get one, but I don't want to play Halo. I don't want to play Forza. I'm
really?
tired of those games. You know
I'm
what I'm
with
saying?
you.
I played them like my brother. They had those games. I don't want to play those games over.
What
You know
if
what I'm
Halo
saying?
6 is amazing though? What if it's like a total change of direction to 5?
Like if it's then I try it. I might try it. You know what I'm saying? Like it gotta get me out there. Like for instance, like I had the vanilla PS4, loved it. you know, they announced the Pro. I was out day one. I thought it was gonna be a midnight release. That's how thirsty I was. You know what I'm saying? I'm at GameStop. They were like, dude, it come out on the 10th. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even sleep. You know what I'm saying? I was hyped because I know Sony gonna bring something different. It might not be the best, but they're gonna bring something different. They're gonna give you options. You know what I'm
Y'all
saying? They're
keep
gonna
Supersonic
talking. I'll be
Supersonic Wolf is in the chat. I'm reading his chats. It's quite funny. This guy used to be such a poster boy for Microsoft, and now he's in here. Pretty much, it's totally the other way around. I mean, I'm not knocking him. He did what he had to do, but it is funny to watch the transition.
yeah, the
Welcome,
games. Yeah, the games
welcome,
speak for themselves.
welcome, Wolf. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, the games speak for themselves.
The thing is, though, Mr. TZ, how should I refer to you, my friend?
Easy, it doesn't matter.
I'll call you Mr. Easy. I'm Mr. Fox or just Fox. Mr. Easy. Thing is, Microsoft, as I said earlier, gave too much too soon. Now they have nothing to give. And they've got everybody waiting on new and improved hardware. But sadly, they should have been focusing on games and not hardware, because this hardware is going to launch to basically the same games that are on the Xbox One. Not dissimilar to the Pro, but at least with the Pro, you're enjoying those improvements now. You're not waiting a year for that.
Right.
So that's Microsoft's big problem. They're quite late. The party started already. Microsoft have this thing in their head that they're such a big organization, corporation, that things begin when they say so. No, it doesn't go that way, I'm afraid.
no. They
Just not.
thought that, I think that what they thought that it was going to be the same with Xbox One, like with the 360. I think they really believe that they put every egg in the basket on their name, the name itself, the brand. They thought the brand was going to be enough to get people out there to rush out and buy an Xbox One. And I think they believe that it's going to they're going to be able to do the same with the Scorpio. Microsoft need to understand something. What they should have done was took their time out to try to completely fix the original problems with the one in order to make the customers feel comfortable again. Because look at the sales numbers. The customers are not all the way there. The trust in the fan base is not all the way there. And now you're trying to come out with a new system in the midst of all this so-called we're trying to fix things. You can't do that. You have to at least fix what you broke first, then come with new hardware. Don't try to fix all your problems with with so-called the most powerful console in the world or just generation. It's not going to work. I really strongly believe it's not going to work. They need to build the faith in the fan base first. That's the only way they can make the sales.
One stop. I've got two things to say. Well, there are two questions, really. Two questions that you should ask, being that you're the face of Xbox. One, question number one. And I'll ask, it's a two-part question. So I'll ask them both, and then I'll leave you to decipher.
Okay.
One, why are the fans, the most vocal fans, why are they supporting 360 games, making them bestsellers all over again, 9-year-old games, when we didn't get this type of media headlines that, Sunset Overdrive was selling amazingly, or Tomb Raider sold amazingly in its first day or week. None of that happened. But as soon as a 360 game that everybody's played on pretty much every platform already, apart from Nintendo, why are they so hyped for these old games, supporting them, playing them? I bet all of that time that Microsoft have logged when they come out with these MPD losses, oh, more hours were spent on Xbox. It's because they're playing these old games. If you only counted your new games, Microsoft, I'm pretty sure that figure would be way lower. Question number 2. Second question is this. Why did Microsoft not just release the Xbox One S like the Pro? Allow it to do checkerboarding. Why didn't they put that technology in that box? Leave it with the Blu-ray, the Ultra HD Blu-ray, and give it an extra gig of RAM. Okay, they didn't need new hardware. They needed to take the 4K Scorpio resources and build games. Weren't Microsoft the one that said, we're no longer going to be buying up these timed exclusives? We're no longer going to do the whole exclusive third-party exclusives contractual thing. We are building our own IP. Where are these IPs?
They don't have them. But to answer your first question, I think that the proof is in the pudding. Regardless of what the Xbox so-called diehard Xbots say, people like diversity, and it shows. A lot of them, just think about this for a second. In the 360 era, Microsoft had diversity. I think that's one of the main reasons why people really love the console so much. It was the software that people love, the choice of different type of games that people enjoy. So a lot of these games that they're putting is so quote unquote backwards compatible are different from the games that Microsoft are launching with the straight up Xbox One. And nobody can argue that. There's a lot of old games that I could go right now and play are different, completely different from your average just first person shooter or Gears or Halo. So the truth is that these people that's running around talking about it ain't really about diversity, it's about this and that, is baloney. Because why y'all playing these games so much?
Sorry, someone in the chat wrote 360, triple O wrote 360 was more PlayStation in its first 2 years than PlayStation.
That's true.
That's hilarious. That's so hilarious.
That's true. When it comes to diverse, they had a ton of games. So now we know that, now we see that a lot of these Xbox who talk that craziness about, you know, is it about games? It's always been about games, because look at you, you're playing those different type of 360 titles. You're not, you know, you're not going back to play Gears, you know, Gears 2 on the 360. You're playing RPGs that used to come out that they're actually bringing over. Why Microsoft don't take those games and make sequels, since people are playing them so much? That's what we're asking. But I know the answer to that. They don't have the studios to back it up. They don't have enough studios to do what we're asking. And I don't know why Microsoft are making more controllers than games. That's a question that y'all can make an answer for me, because as of right now, I really believe that Microsoft have made more controllers, more colors than new IPs.
That's
Correct
true.
me if I'm wrong.
That's true.
And for the second question, what was the second question again?
The second question was, it was sort of a two-part second question. Why bother? Why didn't they just make the Xbox One S?
Xbox S. Okay, I got you.
Similar to the Pro. It didn't have to be like 6 T-flops. It could have been 4 T-flops.
I think
they would have been even. They would have been even. I think
Microsoft was confused. Sorry about that, Foss. I think Microsoft was confused. I think that Microsoft really didn't know exactly what Sony was going to do. They had some sense of what Sony was coming out with. But I think they didn't know. I think they really believed that Sony probably was going to bring out like a system. It was going to have 3 systems basically: the vanilla PS4, the Slim, and the Pro. I think that they thought that the Pro was going to be very, very powerful, and they wanted to top Sony. That's why when Sony announced the Slim to replace the vanilla and just bring out the PlayStation Pro as a mid-generation, in reality, that's only 2 consoles that's going to be being on the market, literally, unless you buy a second-handed one. Microsoft got the OG Xbox, the Slim, and now the Project Scorpio in one generation. I don't know. I just think that Microsoft really didn't know what the hell Sony was doing, and they tried to counter something that didn't exist, and now they look foolish.
Easy. Let me ask Easy something. Easy.
Yeah.
Do you think that Microsoft have put themselves in a corner with this Scorpio architecture? It's so different to the Xbox One, the OG Xbox One. Like there are different components going on there. They've changed the whole RAM. Sony at least have the Pro, which is mimicking the PS4 Pro, just doubling the power in terms of the overall GPU and everything else, all right? And a bit of extra CPU power. But Microsoft are going to have some problems. I can see bugs and stuff happening, you know, because they literally going to have to do some type of emulation to get Xbox One games to run on the Scorpio. What do you think, Easy?
Yeah, that's true. I think Microsoft gonna have a lot of problems with it. For instance, excuse me, like when the first PS4 dropped, the original PS4, it was a few games that ran like you paid the $5 or $10 to get the PS3 version on a new PS4 and everything. A lot of people didn't take to it and everything. So Microsoft building this console, this Xbox Scorpio with 6 teraflops and things like that. Not only that, it's more power. Then they got to go back and do something to the games they release and everything. Like me personally, I think they're gonna have Scorpio games. It's gonna run perfect on there, like doing the 4K stuff. Then they're gonna have, you know what I'm saying, the Xbox One games where they're gonna have to do a lot of overhaul and just to be compatible with this new hardware. That's a problem they will run into.
Big problem. You know why I asked? Do you know why I asked? One stop. I tell you why I asked. Look what Sony's problems they've got. Just with that little extra CPU power and GPU power. Look at the problems they've got with the boost mode. Some games are crashing. You know, and that is not a million miles away removed from the host hardware, the PS4, the Pro. So what kind of problems will the Scorpio have? If Sony's having these problems,
think about this. I'm gonna hit y'all with something powerful. If a hardware company is having problems with the hardware, what do you think a software company is going to have problems? It's going to be worse. Can you imagine a software company? Think about it. Look at the problems that this software company had with the original Xbox. Think about it. There's a no-brainer. I didn't bash them. I even made a video and explained that I understood it. It's a difference between bashing something and telling people that you know why it's happening. Yes, I know Microsoft can outsource and bring in some of the quote-unquote best hardware engineers or whatever you want to call them. They can have, but we're talking about a hardware company, in-house hardware company having slight problems with just a little bit of boost to the mid-gen from the original. You're talking about a Scorpio that's going to be so much, to me, so much more powerful than the original Xbox. Man, it's going to be bugs, glitches. Man, Microsoft is going to be paying so much money trying to get that thing to work right, man. It's going to be pathetic. And people are going to be very upset when they realize that they went out and bought another patch box.
Do you know, secretly, Phil Spencer would love to kill off the Xbox. You know, the Xbox One, because it's not his console. It's not his creation. It's Don Matrix. He would love to kill it, but he can't because of the install base. Although it's not a massive install base compared to the PlayStation, it's still there. That's still a sizable bunch of people. I mean, 26 to 30 million is nothing to be laughed at. So I think Microsoft are between a rock and a hard place because they can't bring out this new console, Scorpio, and just concentrate development on that alone, which would be ideal for them because resources. But they have to also now have this thing that's dragging them down. This is a weight. Xbox One is like a sack of potatoes dragging them down. I'm sure they'd love to just go ahead with Scorpio and kill off the Xbox One and just make games exclusively for Scorpio and allow the Xbox to die like they did with the OG Xbox. But they can't because the fans will not forgive them.
Hey, Fox, they already said it. They say the Scorpio game is going to run in native 4K, so they already separate the consoles. They already separate consoles.
But from a resources point of view, Microsoft still has to cater to the Xbox One.
Yeah, so that's true. That's true.
It's cheaper just to make games for your new platform and kill off the old one, but you can't because the fans will crucify you.
And that's that they keep putting, but you got to remember, Fox, they're putting themselves in this position. Nobody is forcing Microsoft to make these crazy moves. They're not. Nobody's making them do these crazy moves. Nobody. Microsoft is doing this on their own. You know, I mean, we can say that Sony might be beating them to the point where Microsoft don't know what they're doing, but at the end of the day, it's still Microsoft's decisions to make certain moves they do when it comes to the Xbox brand. And I'm trying to figure out is why they're not making the best moves they feel that'll be right for the consumer base and them. You know, you don't have to just satisfy your own pockets because you can do both. That's what I believe. I believe they can satisfy the fan base, appeal to the casuals and the hardcore, and still make money doing so at the same time. Microsoft don't seem to be interested in doing that. It's almost like whatever makes them money, that's what they're going with. And I think that right now, Microsoft is starting to see, at least the fan base is starting to see that they chose to take the wrong route. That does not work no more.
I do think Phil Spencer takes a lot of stick though, because something tells me that he's not getting the kind of budget that Peter Moore and those guys got back in the 360s heydays. Something tells me that Microsoft are withholding budget for the Xbox division because they've just been so low key. The Xbox 360 wasn't low key. Every year was like games for the first 3 to 4 years. Then they got distracted with Kinect.
Yep.
But the Xbox One seems to have a much thinner pipeline in terms of budget.
Yeah, you could be. Yeah, you might be on to some. But I like I said before, I just don't understand how they just took the route they took. And you know, we've been saying this for almost 4 years now. I think that Microsoft. I agree with you because I said the same thing. I think that Microsoft should have dropped the Slim. Pretty much did the same thing that Sony did, upscale 4K and whatever they had to do and focus on games. Think about this now. We're not getting the games right now because they're too focused on controllers and the Scorpio. They could take some of those. Right.
They're distractions. They're cheap to do. It keeps the fans distracted from the fact that there's no big game coming out this month or next month or the month.
And they've been doing that for how long? For almost the whole 4 years. They've been distracting us from what really matters the most when it comes to gaming, and that's buying games, making games, creating new IPs.
Dude, when I had the Xbox OG Xbox One and the Xbox One S, because yes, I have supported every Xbox gaming product known to man. Yes, I have. When I had them both, I tried the odd backwards compatible game to see how they performed, but I never played them because I just wasn't interested in old games. I've got a PS3 with about 300 games in here. Every game that's coming on backwards compatibility with the Xbox One from the 360, every game that's third party, or every game that came on the PS3, I have. It's just, I'm all about the future, moving forward. I look forward. That's why I have eyes that face forward, because I look ahead. Otherwise I'd have eyes in the back of my head. I don't look behind. And don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking people that play old games. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't not support the new games and jump all over the old games, because the new games is what's going to get you new product, not the old games.
Yeah. See, one thing I think they really messed up in, if you don't know, I know maybe One Stop probably know, I work at Target and everything again. And what I see is a lot of people that they're bad at the newer controllers. You know what I'm saying? They bring the kids in, they be different colors and all this. They're about the new controller. The new controller that's like with different colors, it's like $10 more than the original Xbox controller. We sell tons of those. And the parents are buying more 360 games. I think they made that backwards compatible. That's gonna kill them. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna kill them. Like I said, Sony tried it with like the first 5 titles that there was. When the PS4 was launched, Battlefield was one. I did a video on that. I put Battlefield 4, the PS3 on this version, and the Pro played that, and a lot of people didn't support it like that, paying additional $5 to play old PS3 games. But Microsoft took that route. That's gonna hurt them in the long run. You know what I'm saying? What's the sense of buying a new game for $65 when you could buy a game for $20? You know, Microsoft is all about money. A lot of people don't understand that. They're all about money. That's why they did that. It's a cash grab. They know they ain't have
It's slower
a
money though,
lot of
isn't it?
games. Yeah,
Slower money. Slower.
they know they ain't have a lot of games could compete with Sony. So they made that backwards compatible. Sony tried it. They looked at themselves and say, this not working. You know what I'm
Only a
saying?
small minority. Do you know what? Although, you know what? Do you know why backwards compatibility seems so popular at the moment? It's because the most vocal minority of people are harping on about it. But most people don't care.
Right.
That's why PS4 is selling, because if backwards compatibility was such a factor, Xbox One would be the #1 selling console every month for sure.
Yeah.
But people don't care.
Dude, I
You
don't
know,
even turn on. Hey, if not to cut you off, I don't even turn on my PS3, and I got the big one. You know what I'm saying? Spent like a grand for it. I don't turn that thing on for nothing because I got a PS4 Pro. I had the first PS4, now I got the Pro. I'm not into playing old games. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't buying next gen console to play old games. In that case, I still power on my original PS3. You know, so that don't excite me. A lot of people, like you say, they stuck in that trend, so they want to play. You know what I'm saying? Old games. So that's why they not supporting the Xbox One that much.
They don't have.
26 plus million
But that's the
is
thing.
bad.
That's the thing. Easy. How can it's hard for us to support a console with nothing to play on it. That's the problem. You understand what I'm saying? People, regardless of how the bots talk the trash, regardless of what, you can see what they spending. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can see they're not spending their money because there's nothing to spend their money on. So that's why
um,
when you see a
go on,
lot of
sir.
these, you know, these videos and these podcasts going on, they regurgitate themselves over and over and over again because there's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing new. You can't, nobody's talking about Scalebound, cancel. Nobody's talking about Fable Legends. You know what I'm saying? Cancel. Ain't nobody talking about Fable, Phantom Dust. Cancel. Ain't nothing to talk about. So when you see these videos and you see these podcasts, they're regurgitating over and over and over again. Scorpio this, Scorpio that, Scorpio this, Scorpio that. Not talking about no games. While we over here playing, you know, the new Spider-Man game. Like I was saying earlier, a friend of mine, he's saying he's not gonna. He owned both consoles. I'm not buying Spider-Man because it's not on the Xbox One. You think I'm fit to allow myself to miss out on a possibly very good game because I'm telling people I'm an
Who's
Xbox
this?
guy?
Who's this?
A friend of mine. I don't want to put him on blast.
Oh,
I
I'm
mean,
not gonna. I
people
won't
already
Hey,
know
one
who he
disrespect
stop.
is.
He
him.
banned it. He banned it.
I
You
won't
know what I'm saying?
disrespect him. I
He
won't
banned
disrespect
it.
him.
I don't care what he say. He
What I will
banned
say,
it.
I'm not going to disrespect the guy because he's your friend, but he's too invested.
That's too invested, right? Right. That's too invested. You hit it right on the head. You hit it right on the head, man.
Hey, one stop. You already know when we play Destiny, you in a chat lobby. You know what I'm saying? I'm a baptize you, man. Come on home, man. Come on home, man. Don't even worry about it. I
I
understand
mean,
it's hard to.
look, God, you
Come
know
on
what?
home, man.
I'm gonna bring up something. I'm gonna bring something up to y'all. I'm gonna bring something up to this is for the panel. This is for the panel. Sony has already showed us buckets of new IPs. Detroit, Death Stranding,
Mm,
Spider-Man,
mm.
what is Horizon, Zero Dawn. I mean, I could go on and on, right? Check this out, because I noticed nobody talk about this. Now, those games already been announced. Now, E3 is coming up.
Mm.
If Sony was to come out and announce, let's say, just two new IPs, just two, in some of the same games. Won't Microsoft still have to beat that original lineup and then show some other stuff at E3 to at least catch up to where Sony is right now? Or do you believe that Microsoft could come out, don't even show anything to beat that lineup that I just named, and just show us a couple of IPs and that's it?
Nah, they can't, yo. Only thing they got is Forza and Halo and Gears.
So,
That's
so,
it.
so basically what you're saying is Microsoft is already in the hole coming up at E3.
Yeah,
Can I just
yeah.
say something? Can I just say something?
It's over with.
Look, if you've never owned an Xbox One and you bought one now, there's a hell of a lot of games to play. So that's not the people that will be affected. New Xbox One supporters will have plenty to play because they wouldn't have played all those games that have been out since 2013. The problem is for the day one early adopters who are sat waiting for games while their counterpart console, the Sony platform, is getting games every month, sometimes 2-3 games in a month. I mean, they laughed at the Last Guardian sales, saying how Dead Rising 4 is outselling it, but yet Dead Rising 4 is stuck at 600,000 units. And The Last Guardian is now literally an inch away from 1 million. So who's got the last laugh now? That's why they need to stop making an ass of themselves. People just enjoy games because you always end up with egg on your face. Some games don't sell quickly, instantly. Some games get their sales through word of mouth. Some games have longer legs than other games. You know, you can have a game that comes out tomorrow and, you know, it sells like 4 million copies within 3 weeks, but then the sales completely die. But then you've got another game that came out at the same time that only sold, say, 500,000 units in that same time period. But over the next 3 or 4 years, it's going to outpace that game that shot ahead. It's like the tortoise and the hare. But people don't understand that.
That's true. For example, on the Order 1886, Quantum Break haven't outsold it yet.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's going to be. It's a very it's a very tall mountain they're gonna have to climb. Microsoft still have to show us some games to even compete with. Oh, I forgot The Last of Us 2. They have to come to E3. They need to show us games that's going to compete with those games. But I think
that's not going to happen.
But that's my point. But see, this is what I believe is going to happen. I'm not saying it's facts. It's my opinion. I believe what's going to happen is that Microsoft might come out and show something. I'm not going to say they're going to show the best, but Microsoft going to show something, and Sony is going to wipe the floor with them again and make sure it's like Sony is keeping Microsoft at bay to the point where there's nothing, I mean, absolutely nothing they can do to dig themselves out of this grave, man. It is bad. It looks really bad right now. And I'm trying. Y'all know I'm trying. I'm the face of Xbox. And I've been trying for at least, I've been on how long I had this? 2 years. I've been trying for 2 full years to get the word out there, talk to Microsoft directly. I made some changes to my channel. I don't even curse anymore. I want to keep it clean. I haven't cut down tonight. You know, I really am trying because I know that
your credit to your children and your wife as well, because
absolutely 100%. You know what I'm saying? When I say I credit friends and family, or should I say family and friends, because all y'all was there. You know what I'm saying? All y'all made me really want to go into more of a positive standpoint. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to my channel, and not only that, it puts me in a position where nobody should be afraid to talk to me. I should, you know what I'm saying? I might be able to get an interview with Phil Spencer one day, maybe. You know, if he's not afraid of the tough questions. You know,
if he's in the same job.
You know, you know what I'm saying?
Scorpio doesn't do what he wants it to do. Phil Spencer will not be the head of Xbox for very long. I can tell you that now.
I don't think so either. I think that Phil Spencer might be on his way out.
Well, let's hope not, because I don't want the man to lose his job, because he's passionate.
I don't want him to lose his job. I'm quite sure he will find another one.
He's very passionate, you know. You know, I actually, sometimes I like Phil Spencer, sometimes I don't like Phil Spencer, but you can't deny the passion. He's a very passionate guy about the brand. You know, it's in safe hands, but I do think his hands are tied. I think that Microsoft are withholding budget. They could give him more money, but you know, Microsoft are a business after all, and they've got to answer to shareholders just like any other corporation.
Yeah.
I mean,
shareholders need to come on home.
But see, that's the thing too. You understand something. At the end of the day, they do have a job, and you know, as much as I want to give Phil all the credit in the world, I can't give him. I can't put him on a pedestal that a lot of people put him on.
No human being should be put on a pedestal anyway. That's not an idol. We don't worship idols.
Right. So what I do is I look at it for what it is. I say, you know what? Phil Spencer have to do what he have to do to keep his job. And if that's him being nice, do I still look at him as if he's being nice because he's genuine, or he's only being nice because of the job title? You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that Phil is not a nice guy. Most likely he is. But at the end of the day, I still look at it for what it is. It is a job. And none of us hired him. You understand what I'm saying? He has to answer to the people that did. So a lot of things that Phil does is not really in the best interest of us. It's in the best interest of himself. Rightfully, though. Rightfully. It's not a bashing thing. Rightfully. Because he has to take care of his family and he has to take care of himself. So that's understandable. So you can't bash him for it, but at least be aware of it. That's all I'm saying.
Does Easy do you have a channel? Sorry, Easy. I'm asking as if you're dead. Do you have a channel, Easy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. So does One Stop, obviously. So do I. Now, we all know here on this panel how mean and terrible and evil these comments can be on the videos that we make, right? We get good criticism, but we get some despicable criticism. So just imagine what Phil Spencer gets. You can times it by like 1 million for Phil Spencer. So I don't envy his position. He's in a really tough spot because, you know, nice guy or not, people are just going to be so horrible to him every time Microsoft makes a bad move. So, you know, and I can't take disgusting comments, you know, and I've got quite thick skin, but I can't take too much of it. But Phil Spencer gets like, you can multiply it by 1 million for him. He goes through way worse.
Yeah,
so I do, you know, but he gets a lot of money for that as well, though. So it checks and balances.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, uncompromised. I know. I mean, we pretty much covered that a lot. You know, we know Microsoft. Yes, they told a fib. They lied about the true 4K 60 uncompromised. I mean, we already talked about. I think we beat that to death. Yes, they did come out and they lied to us. You know what I'm saying? Like they always do. And I was the one that said it first. Y'all heard it here first. When it first was announced, even when everybody else was trying to give Microsoft the benefit of the doubt, I say it's not going to do what Microsoft said it was going to do. I told y'all that. Bear.
The evil monkey boy. No, what up, boys?
What's up, Bear?
What's going on,
brother?
No, Bear's. Hey, Bear. How you doing, Bear?
Yo, what's up there, PS News Now? I haven't spoken to you in a long ass time. How you doing, sir?
All right, Bear. You know.
Bear, you sleep all day. How can I get hold of you?
Sleep all day. Yeah, you have a good point there.
Yeah, Bear, try to you know, I don't cuss on my channel no more. Try to keep it clean if you can, brother, please. Or at least.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I don't cuss at all on my channel no more.
Well, goddamn.
I don't know if you noticed that.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Though? It's good because it means where there are people who watch your videos and they have children in the room.
Yeah.
And ordinarily, they have to quickly turn off your video because they can't let their kids hear it.
Yeah.
So it's good what you're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, cool question for all of y'all guys. You know,
I want to get into the
announcement came out. The announcement came out. Sony won NPD January. How many more PlayStation do y'all guys think will sell before the Scorpio even announced? Like they should be close to 60 million now?
I think they'll be over 60 million by then.
But it'll be the Pro that you should be counting because the Scorpio is going to be directly competing with Pro in terms of power, game output, you know. So I feel like if Sony are around 2.8 million, maybe 3 million PS4 Pros in people's homes right now. So by the time Scorpio comes out, they're going to be easily on 8 million, I think. So they'll have an 8 million head start, roughly, give or take a few 100,000.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah. That is a lot, but at the same time, this Sunday start a price cut for the vanilla PS4. You know, the bundles, all the bundles are gonna be $249. All across the board, it's gonna be $249.
They say, hold on. Somebody's saying what? It's the only Xbox that can do this. Sony can't do this. Do what? What is he talking about? Because if he's talking about sparse rendering, Sony.
What is sparse rendering?
It's like another. To me, it's another word for checkerboard rendering.
Right. I tried to Google it. I couldn't find sparse rendering.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, Google tell you everything. So I don't know.
You know what? I want to kind of switch it up a little bit because I don't want to leave out. my the Nintendo fans out there either now because the Switch is coming out.
Oh God.
And we do got. I'm being real. It's a lot of people on the Xbox side is now trying to kick Nintendo. You know what I'm saying? Kick them down. And I'm telling you, and I said this. I believe that Nintendo Switch is gonna sell well. And look at the pre-order, sold out. I can't even get now. Right now, I can't get now. I'm trying to buy 2 of them.
I got one coming, allegedly.
You got your pre-order. See, you got lucky, man. But I know I'm gonna get these 2 the Switches. I'm gonna get them. Well, Psycho. Oh, we got that Psycho game. Oh, that's Craig. Y'all
Craig,
look the
man.
same. Craig, what's good with you, brother?
Hey, what's going on, One Stop? Thanks for the invite.
Oh,
How's
got the
everybody?
robot voice. Got the robot voice.
Yeah, you got the robot voice, brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go back. Yeah, so since we got Bell in here, Bell Hug in here. Hey, Bell, honestly, what's with what's going on with the Switch being sold out, and so far, people are actually buying the console or console hybrid, whatever they want to call it. What you think is going to happen when it actually launches? Do you think it's going to be some good numbers? You think it's going to be some good reviews? Do you think overall, how you think the Switch is going to fare when it comes to the Xbox and the Switch?
All right, so honest opinion, or me just making
just an honest opinion.
All right, I'll give you my honest opinion on this. People need to remember that back when the Wii U first came out, or when it got revealed and it was coming out in launch day, whatever you want to call it, it was sold out everywhere. It was sold out at Best Buy. It was sold out at Walmart. It was literally sold out everywhere. Then when it came out, it sold, I think, pretty decent, I guess, for a launch, but then it kind of fell off from there. The Switch, however, though, we can see the same results, or it can be an actual big thing. Now, one thing I will say in defense with Nintendo that they are doing right is their marketing is definitely way better. People understand it. They know what it is now. There's no confusion there. There's, you know what I mean? So that was one of the biggest killer things that hurt the launch of the Wii U, was the fact that the identity was so convoluted. So, and a lot of people, remember, people just looked at it and say, oh, is this nothing more than an add-on for my Wii, for my original Wii? So, but now that they separated that name, they got rid of the Wii name. So that's finally gone, and amen to that. And I think this one is going to do a lot better. The message is clear. People know what to come to expect from this. A lot of those people that had thought that the Wii U was nothing more than an extra peripheral for the original Wii, they're going to look at this now and they're going to see that it is a brand new console from Nintendo. So I think the sales are definitely going to do pretty good. Even though Kimishima himself came out and basically stated that, their goal as far as the whole entire generation goes with the Switch is going to be 80 million. That's what they're targeting for that. And they can achieve that, then by all means, hey, there you go. Now, realistically wise, do I think it's actually going to achieve that? It's possible. We'll have to wait and see what third parties do when they do come on board. We know that, Take-Two came out and stated that they're going to be on board long term. Ubisoft said the same thing. But again, Ubisoft said the same thing at the beginning of the Wii U, and look what happened 2 years after. They bounced out after Watch Dogs came out, and that was it. They didn't even release that other game that they were working on for it. However, this time around, though, and I've been stating this on my show now for a while, is they need new, distinct, original IPs. Multiplats are not going to sell on that system, and I repeat it. I can't stress that enough.
But see, that's the thing. I don't even think that. I think they gave us the idea. Look, games multiplats can run on the system, but I don't think they're really giving us the sense that, oh, we finna go all in. We're gonna put all our eggs in our basket for third party. Because the truth is, really, they don't need to. And I hope that Nintendo do not do what Phil Spencer is doing and listen to these idiots. We're talking about people that's running around that's already made it quite clear they're not going to buy the system, but yet they're talking about how bad the system going to be. You're not going to even buy it. Why even bother? So why are you trying to guide a system that you're not going to even support to do something you want it to do? You're not going to support it anyway. So I'm hoping that Nintendo do not listen to these deranged fans. Continue doing what you do. Bring out those first-party games. We just need a little more of those.
Yeah.
In-house games, because those things sell like hotcakes, and that's what people love from the brand. Their IPs, their first-party IPs, man.
Bear's right. Bear's right. When he says that, people were confused, Nintendo did have an identity crisis with the Wii U. However, I am with Bear. I think that Nintendo are going to do pretty well with the Switch.
Mhm.
It's not going to do PS4 numbers, but it's going to do very well.
I mean, keep in mind, we don't know. I mean, a lot of people are saying that this could very well be another Wii successor. I mean, we don't know. I mean, numbers, we'll have to wait and see how it goes like that. But I mean, one thing is for sure, two things have to happen. One, if a Pokemon game is going to happen, it needs to come out sometime, or at least get revealed at E3 and hopefully be out during like the holiday season or whatever the case may be. They need a standard Pokemon game in order to really, really push that console to a whole new level. Because if Pokemon on 3DS is selling like 16 million right now, yeah, I can only imagine how many people will eat that up, man, when they do release a Switch version of it. The one thing they do have to do, though, and this is crucial for them, because one thing that I will say that I've always loved about, like back when I had my Wii sitting next to my 360 or / my PS3, when I got rid of my 360, when I got tired of Microsoft's, Red Ring of Death, stuff like that, they have to have a distinct library. They need to have a different library that plays different games, regardless of that.
You see that?
Yes, yeah.
What is that?
Yes.
Can anybody see that? Why are people keep telling me?
Or people in the chat still doubting you that you don't own an Xbox?
Why people? I got an unboxing. I bought 2 Slims day one.
Oh God,
2 Slims. That's almost $1,000. And you talking about people like One Stop and non-Xbox fans complain about a console that they don't own. What do you mean I don't own it? I own 5 of them.
Dude, you even buy consoles for other people. So why would you not be able to buy one for yourself? That's silly.
I don't understand why they keep thinking that I don't. I own 5 Xboxes, 5 of them. I got rid. Oh, man, I ain't tell you, I got rid of the 3 old ones.
The Xbox One's a good system.
I only got the 2 Slims now.
Oh, okay.
It's a very capable system. It's such a shame that Microsoft are not pushing it. Because it's more capable than a Switch. So,
but I don't know. I think that at the end of the day, y'all hear from me. Y'all might think I'm crazy. I think the Switch is going to do better than the Scorpio. That's in my opinion. I really do believe it.
I can believe that.
One more thing I want to say real quick, real fast, before I'm done with my little spiel here.
Okay.
But one thing I was saying though was that in order, because that was one of the things I was saying before, like that I loved about the Wii and having the PS3 or the 360 sitting next to the Wii, was that I had 2 different libraries to choose from. Like when I would walk into my GameStop store, I had 2 different libraries. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not feeling the PS3 today. There's really nothing that I want. Let me go look at the Wii section, and I'm guaranteed to find something there that's different. And that's what the Switch needs in order to stand out. And I think what Nintendo needs to do is go to these third-party developers and say, hey, what do you got sitting on the back burner? If you have this game, okay, you know what? Yeah, we'll fund this game, we'll fund that game. Just pick and choose a bunch of games, but make it a different library so that for people that own a PS4 or prefer a PS4 or an Xbox One or heck, even a PC, excuse my language, by the way, at least that way, at least people will have the audacity and say, you know what, the Switch is offering a different variety of games. Let me go out and snag when the price drops, or let me snag when at day one or something like that. That's what they need to do. If they want to keep the system afloat and keep it actually, like, basically what I'm trying to say is, like, if they want to keep it as a secondary console, which isn't a bad thing, people, it's not a bad thing to own a secondary console, because that's always been a thing in the past since the Atari days. It's always been there, always going to be there. If you want to own a console as a secondary console, and the Switch is definitely what it wants to be, but has a different library of games, because what's the difference between the Xbox and the PS4? As far as, I mean, outside from a little bit of better specs on the PS4, what exactly is a library there that's different outside from Sony's first-party games? It gets the same third-party stuff, right? So if the Switch can get its own distinct exclusive third-party games, its own second-party and its first-party outings, of course, then there'll be a different library to have and have a reason to want to own both consoles. Yeah. Or all of them, if you're that kind of a person.
And that's why I'll be looking at. That's why I don't understand how a lot of Xbox fans can even mention drought. The word drought, it should just fill their mouth up with dog poo when they try to use the word. I'm serious. How can you say the word drought?
So weird.
You know what I'm talking about, Bill. Remember when I was ranting about that 10-month drought we had on the Xbox One?
Oh, yeah.
Making videos talking about Nintendo don't have no games. There's a drought. I'm like, we got a drought right now. What are you talking about?
Yeah. In the chat.
Yeah, they come out. Oh, go ahead, brother.
Sorry, in the chat, someone said, "Oh, look, there's the grown men bitching about consoles again on another podcast." But hear what? It seems nowadays, if you simply have an opinion, you are classified a fanboy. So Even if you use your brain, people call you a fanboy. So the word doesn't really have much power anymore.
Wait, who was the one that said that?
In the chat, if you go back, it said, "Oh look, another bunch of grown men in a podcast crying over consoles or something, or hating on the Xbox or whatever, something like that."
Hating on that.
No, I'm not hating on the Xbox. I haven't said anything about the
Do
Xbox.
they know-
But here's
I don't
something
even
that I
own
want to
them.
say about that. Here's something that I do want to say real quick about that.
Yeah.
We're gamers at the end of the day, correct?
Yes.
Isn't
Of course,
are we not allowed to talk about
Yeah.
console preferences, games, or whatever? There's something that may be a concern to us for a product that we currently own.
Yes.
Not if it doesn't.
There you
Not if
go.
it doesn't align
There
with
you
someone
go.
else's opinion. It seems.
Not, yeah, you're right. Not if it don't aligns with their perception or their opinion or what they like.
Yeah,
Then
well,
you're just bashing.
mhm.
Listen, you
Yeah.
could say that you prefer strawberries to apples, and someone will hate you. They want to slit your throat.
Yes, yes, yes.
See, the thing is, you
And
know what?
trust me, I know that.
It's easy to say that somebody is.
Chicago.
It's easy to use. They use the term hate very loosely. They just throw the word out there. I don't say hateful things towards Microsoft. I never did, and I never will. I don't say hateful things towards Microsoft. Did y'all not hear that? So I ain't hating on Microsoft.
No,
Now
the
you
Xbox-
say I disagree with them a lot, then I can shut up because that's true.
But you do.
I do.
You have to admit, though, you do insult Phil Spencer by calling him a jughead.
His head is big.
So now why you bringing up old stuff?
This is like an episode of The Fresh Prince
I
of
thought
Bel
I
Air.
I thought I was forgiven by the public.
No, you're forgiven. You're forgiven. But it's know what?
I
I've
used to
never
call
heard.
I used to call it. Bill remember that. I used to call him that all the time. But I kind of cut a lot. I
Almost
kind of cut a
every
lot of
podcast.
that stuff out.
Every
I used to
time-
call.
You know what it is? That's very popular in Jamaica. Actually, they call people with
Okay.
a weirdly shaped head a jughead in Jamaica.
Jughead.
So that's
Now,
why I can never
somebody-
forget. Never
Somebody
forget
said
you
in the
singing.
chat- Somebody said in the chat a moment ago about how like they were mad about Phil Spencer canceling Scalebound. Here's the thing. In a way, I'm kind of glad that it was canceled. Now, hear me out before everybody
No.
starts freaking
Uh-oh.
out. Hold on. Let me finish what I'm going to say.
Bear gonna have a. He gonna have a some. So he gonna have a.
Hey, let him finish. I agree with him
Alright,
already.
Negative
Go ahead,
way.
Bill.
Look,
Go ahead,
I don't mean that from a negative way, even though it sounds negative, but hear me out first. Look, even if the game did come out, a lot of you guys who, people who were going to sit there and say, oh, I'm buying it day one, blah, 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 which is awesome because I would have been there. I'm sure Halo Storm would have been there and a lot of people would have been there. But that's a small, tiny fraction of that game. That game would have sold abysmal. In fact, I would have guaranteed my life on it would have sold worse than freaking, what do you call it there? Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
Guarantee you my life on it. Guarantee it.
Really?
So instead of them and instead of Platinum Games being humiliated by their own software sales, nobody buying that stuff like that. Yeah, I'm not surprised why the game got canned because if you look at it from the aspect of it, and I hate saying this, but the majority of the Xbox fan base do not buy those Japanese-centric games. And in fact, I watched a video just the other day, yesterday, in fact, of some guy going off talking about how, Japanese developers are racist because they don't want to release Japanese-centric games on the Xbox. And it's like, okay, well, if you go back and you look at how much Final Fantasy 15 sold on the Xbox compared to the PS4. 4.5 million on the PS4, not even 1 million yet on the Xbox One.
Wow.
Does it not surprise you at all? That user base does not
but they
care for those
insult-
types of
they
games.
I gotta
Japanese
respond.
people.
I want to respond to it. The thing is, Bill, what you kind of forget. I understand where you're coming from, and you're not wrong about what you're saying. But one thing you have to forget, I think you forgot was that there was people, even YouTubers that's bigger than all of us, was making videos to their fan base and telling people that was the only reason why they was getting the Xbox One. You have to understand something. A lot of times your fans will follow what you say. So don't you know how many people in the audience was saying, I'm gonna buy it too for Scalebound. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I could play with the YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? And now
You're right.
all those people or
absolutely
all
right.
those customers, Microsoft just lost, and you can't just really narrow it down.
No,
to just that.
and you're right. But the thing is, though, too, as well, we've seen this happen before in the past.
Right. That's true. That's why I say you're right. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing, but I think I want to just tell people the other side too.
I'd like to say, Xbox fanboys, I'm talking about the super fans. They're such apologists that when they found out that Quantum Break was only 3.5 hours, 4 hours long, they said that they were going to play one chapter a week.
Yeah,
I remember hearing that. But the thing is, it's like games like that. It's like games I want to play. Like I want to play that.
I like that. Me too. See, me and Bell, we kind of like the same type of games anyway. But the thing was, I want to finish my point before I forget it. It wasn't just that too. That a lot of these large YouTubers can persuade people to help with the sale numbers of a game. You have to remember, regardless of how you look at it, there was people out there that wanted to play, and not even those individuals are not going to be able to have that experience, including myself. I don't care if it would have sold 8 copies. As long as I would have been one of the 8 that bought the game and be able to experience that game, I would have been happy.
I enjoyed my time on the Xbox. I'm not going to lie, though. I enjoyed. Remember, I was in your podcast on Dream Team saying how I think some of the games are more fun than the PS4 games right now.
I'm just asking a question. No, I'm asking. I'm legitimately asking. I'm not bashing.
Okay.
Hell no.
State of the K first day buy for one stop. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm sorry, but I don't have it in me to thrash on a console that I don't currently own, let alone have never played.
Okay, so the question.
Let me say this.
No, he want to.
Can I say?
Oh, go ahead, Craig. Go ahead, Craig.
Oh yeah. Well, first, does my voice sound better?
Yeah, you sound real perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Let me ask you all this. Do you all think people were more mad at Phil Spencer or Microsoft for canceling Scalebound, or that they were disappointed?
Mixture of both.
I think it was both.
Okay, I was disappointed. Yeah. I mean, I was upset. I was still upset.
I was furious too as well, because that was one of the games that I was like One Step was saying before. That's one game that would have definitely been like, yeah, I want to play this so bad. Yeah. Like when that game got revealed at E3 like 2 years ago, man, I was like, I want an Xbox for that.
Yeah, that's what I was looking forward to it. I was saying
I was annoyed, I was ticked off, but at the same time, I mean, even if that game did come out, it would have not have sold that very well, which is a real shame on behalf of that game.
I wouldn't have cared. I just want to enjoy the game.
I still want to play, and I'm sure people will probably
it wouldn't have got a sequel anyway.
Probably like,
but we still would have got. Let me ask y'all a question, realistically. Like, reason why I didn't care for the game, I want all games to do well. But when you see all those video comparisons, like I see a lot of videos comparing that to Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh God,
the game looked at compared to that, my mind was made up. You know what I'm saying? My mind was made up.
But you can say the same thing about PC though. When you see a certain PC game, and then you look at your console game, you might think, "Wow." It's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
Can I just say
something? No, not really. Because I don't game on PC. Like,
all right,
you know what I'm saying? It's not a game on PC that I want. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the Last of Us, the God of Wars. They don't have those type of games.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
PC doesn't have a lot of those games, but at the same time, there's a lot of games that we don't have from the PC side of the world too, as well, that I would love to play.
But that's true, and that's the reason.
Name 3 games, Bear, that you'd love to play.
I
want to play Rust. That's PC only. I want to play Civilization 6. That's PC only. There's a lot of games that came.
One more game. Come on, you
can do it.
I would like to play the remake of 2010's Rise of the Triad. That's only on PC.
Okay. I'll tell you better.
Okay, you see, these are definitely not console-centric games.
Nah,
you're right.
But that's the point, though.
That's not entirely true, because I mean, Civilization Revolution was a pretty damn good, well-designed game for an RTS style game. I mean, Halo Wars is also coming.
It wouldn't do amazing numbers on console.
Well, no, it wouldn't do amazing numbers, but I mean,
but we still have the option to buy it if we want it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's true. Digital only title they should, because retail and all that money wasted if it doesn't sell. That's the good thing about having these storefronts, that some publishers don't have to risk going into retail.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Saves them a lot of money on that way, man.
And it's good. I always promote, support the independent developers. You don't have to go out there and buy every indie game that's out there, but a lot of these independent developers have some very good titles, man, that just get overlooked because they lack the promotion or the PR. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they got State of Decay 2 is still a game that I'm very much looking forward to seeing on an Xbox Scorpio.
That game looks awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Not on the Xbox One, but on the Xbox Scorpio.
Hey, honest opinion, State of Decay 2 or Days Gone?
Days Gone.
Days Gone?
That's what I'm saying.
You can't compare it.
That's not fair.
No, that is fair.
That's not fair.
What is the indie title, though?
I mean, they tried to promote it as a AAA, though.
No, it's an indie title.
I know.
I mean,
Definitely
to be
indie.
any game like
Yeah.
Days.
I'm just saying
No,
though.
not Microsoft. Not Microsoft. Microsoft didn't promote State of Decay as a AAA.
Actually, they're not indie because Microsoft own the studio. But what I'm saying is their size is that of an indie developer, a
Right.
small developer,
Small developer. But these bots was trying to promote it as it was AAA.
because they've got nothing else. There's nothing
Hey, somebody
else.
said State of Decay is the indie version of Days Gone.
Oh my goodness!
Come on,
Who said
guys.
that? Don't you game this 97?
State
It
of
would have
Decay
came
looks
from a
awesome.
PlayStation game.
Hey,
wouldn't
I
it?
already told you I'm about to day one, but be nice out there. Come on, guys. Be nice.
No, that's all
Look,
I'm saying.
State of
Like,
Decay
we
is
got
a
better
AAA,
games
you
is the
sure?
big
Do you know
difference.
something? I think
Somebody-
people should forget about Xbox now. Xbox One is dead. It's all about Scorpio now. Forget about Xbox One. There's no point in buying an Xbox One now, knowing
That
that
hurt it,
Scorpio
bro.
is
I
going
don't
to
front, that
launch
hurt.
end of the year.
That hurt.
What about Halo
That
Wars
really hurt
2?
me.
That's
Trash.
you know
The
what?
truth hurts.
No one cares about Halo Wars 2, unfortunately. Nobody.
Hey,
I've
I would
heard,
play that.
I've seen no hype for that game. Even Microsoft
Yeah,
are
no,
not
you're right.
hyping that game.
Yeah, there is no hype for that game, but that definitely is a game.
Even
I would play, 'cause I
Microsoft
like
are not
RTS
hyping that
games.
game. And do you know what's funny? Do you guys know the podcast Unlocked? You know, on IGN, Ryan
Yeah.
McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Do you know they talk more about PlayStation on there than they talk about Xbox? I just watched the last episode, and they were talking about how this Playground studio that makes Forza Horizon. They were all saying how it needs to come out on the PS4 because they need to go where the money is. Seriously, I'm thinking, is this still an Xbox podcast?
Wow.
Wow.
But real quick, I wanted to say this about Horizon real quick because I watched
brother.
a live stream that was put up the other day from Guerrilla themselves, and I'm watching the gameplay for it, and you know the combat looks amazing, like straight up amazing. Everything else, and I'm gonna get scolded for this, but everything else just looks meh. Everything else just screams meh to me. Like the game looks beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I'm not blown away by like the way a lot of people in the community are looking at this game. Like everybody's like thinking like this is gonna be like the best thing to ever come out. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, cool. So then I saw this live stream and I'm looking at it. The combat, like as I said, phenomenal. But everything else just looks like generic as hell. Like it just looks like your typical open world standard cliche BS. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, okay, so this game there has to be something that I'm missing here. So I sat there and I watched the entire hour and a half live video, or the re-upload, I should say. And I'm looking and I'm waiting, and nothing in that game blew me away except for the combat. That was it. But even the combat, I can see it getting stale after a little while. But everything else,
Do the combat look competitive at all?
yeah, no.
Not
Depending, I guess depending on how you look at it, I guess, sure. But me personally,
What about repetitive?
No.
Do it look like you do the same thing over and over and over again? Repetitive? It looks repetitive.
I guess not how you approach certain things, but it can definitely play a lot different. So I wouldn't say it's
No, I
There's a
can't
little
disagree
point.
with Bill on this one 100%. I can't. I watch a lot of it.
You should read the chat.
The game looks
The chat
amazing.
is serious.
Yeah, I want to say this.
Yeah.
The game looks amazing to me. It looks like it's going to be a very good game. But I think that a lot of times we go into the games and we have our expectations too high. Because let's be real, the game did get a lot of hype. You understand what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I think that if you're going to buy this game, you should buy this game for what it is and not for magical things you expect from it.
Yeah.
I think that the game is going to be story. And that I don't know. I looked at a little bit.
What game? What game?
No, don't get me wrong. I'm still
Disagree.
planning on
I
buying
disagree.
it. I'm still planning
What
on
game?
buying
What
it.
game are you talking
It's
about?
not changing. but
Horizon Zero Dawn. Is that
Oh,
a story-driven game? Am I not right?
There's
if you want to call it story driven, but those animations during those like interactive cutscenes when you're talking to people is absolutely
but hold on. There's
bullshit.
a petulant child in your chat called Noctis Cami who says Horizon Zero Dawn equals the Order 1886.
No.
You
the-
butt
Boom.
salty little
Yeah, you gotta
infant.
go. Hold on. Wait, what is his name again? What's his name again? You just got
Boom.
Noctis, get the hell out of town. That's what his surname is. Noctis, get the hell out of town.
No.
Noctis
you gotta
Cami.
go, bro.
No,
Come
yeah,
on, I say,
boom.
please, people, common sense. People, common sense. Anything. I don't care about. I don't care about people's opinions, but come on, man, make it more realistic. All
Did
the
you
people,
boot him?
yeah, he gone.
Hey,
No,
look,
he didn't. I
the
didn't mean for
reason
you
why
to
I'm
boot
saying
him.
it, that's the only game I
I boot. No,
Hey,
I
look,
boot
Fox, you
him.
hear me?
No. I booted him because
I was just trying to draw your attention to it. I didn't know if you was gonna boot him. I would have kept my mouth shut.
Bye bye.
Boot. I agree, boot him because that's the only game I platinum was the Order 1886.
The Order 1886.
I love that game.
Okay.
I love it. Don't laugh.
If you would have said the Order 1886 was like a movie, I would have been fine with that.
Now, okay, so for me, I actually like at first I had a lot of issues with the Order 1886, but it wasn't until I read that article that recently came out a few months back from Game Informer where they interviewed somebody from Ready at Dawn, and he explained like there was a lot of content that was cut from that game, and so now I kind of have to sit back and rethink about my look. The game came out, it was half cut. There was a lot of stuff that was missing. You can clearly tell if you follow along with the game and you actually
still longer than Continent Break though.
Yeah, fair enough. But my point is that it's a real shame. It's a real shame that I think personally, if there was one game that I would say hands down that's come out this generation so far that I think I would love to see a director's cut, it would be that game. Because the stuff that I read that like as far as a lot of the content they got cut from that game could have been beyond incredible.
Could have been amazing. Do you know what? I
love it. I love it. Don't laugh at me, guys. That's the only game I platinum.
I love it.
Yeah, but that game is so easy to play.
I love it. Yeah, don't laugh at me. I play games.
I know, but
I love
it as well, though. I know it's easy, but not everyone can sit through 5 hours if the game's terrible.
Yeah,
not even for a platinum. So it was good enough for me to platinum it.
PlayStation.
I liked it.
You know,
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it.
I mean,
I only have 7 platinums coming out. I only have 7 platinums in about 12 years of gaming on since the online came out.
Well, let's see here. How many do I have? I think I got like 6 or 7 now, dude. And I've only had the console.
Yeah, I don't chase them. I
only do it for certain games that I can see myself doing it. Like I mean, like right now, if I wanted to, I could easily like. There's only 2 more trophies that I need for Fallout 4. Boom, plat. There's 3 more for Dark Souls 3. Boom, plat. There's 3 more for Dark Souls 2. Boom, plat. If I wanted to, same with Bloodborne. I just don't care to do them.
I don't chase platinums. I chase gorgeous figures wearing skirts. That's what I chase.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I won't argue
my
with
man. My Denzel boy.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, at the end of the day, y'all see the title. I want to know from the panel, do y'all believe that Microsoft is going to have the best lineup?
No.
Oh.
Damn. So it's a pointless kind of question, really, because you have to be the most jaded. You have to be the most the biggest zealot on the planet. Like you have to be like Judas. What Judas was to Jesus Christ to believe that Scorpio is going to have the best lineup.
No. Yeah, that's
E3.
It's just not going to happen. No matter what they show at E3, that's no game coming out in 2017. Those E3 games are for next year and the year after.
Yeah, is that and that's
that's not entirely true.
That's fine.
Only Forza will be shown. Only Forza will be shown, and only Forza will release this year on the Microsoft and the little indie game. But all their other big new IP, those are games that are still boiling. They're not coming out in 2017.
And the only way, and you got to remember this, Bell, you have to look at it from a
even Crackdown 3 might not make 2017.
You have to look at it from a
really there.
That game looked.
I just want to say this,
like a hot mess.
Let me just say this. But you have to remember this too.
That game looked like a hot mess.
Most likely, Microsoft is going to show, and I'm quite sure Sony's going to do the same thing. Microsoft are going to show some games that we already know about. Okay, I know that. Sony going to do the same thing most likely. I mean, they do this all the time. Now, those games that we already know about can possibly come out this year. That don't mean that don't change the fact that those games was announced 2 years ago. You see what I'm saying? We're talking about new IPs coming
2 years
Microsoft.
Ago. You mean 3
years ago?
You mean from 2014? You mean, don't you?
Yeah, 3 years ago. Now that's possible. Yeah, we can see games they announced at E3 that we already know about come out this year. That's possible. We're talking about a brand new IP coming from Microsoft that we know nothing about coming out in 2017. I doubt it. I doubt that.
Not gonna happen.
Cuphead too.
Cuphead too.
No.
Cuphead won't come out yet, bro.
Right, they working on 2 already.
Yeah, but like I said,
they're gonna have big marquee games for Scorpio. Make no doubt about that. But they're not gonna happen in 2017.
That'll be just
gonna come out. Yeah, like I said,
but also, y'all fella realize they can't compete against Sony first party studio games. They gotta.
I think TV. Go ahead, Bell.
Yeah, they can't do. You know what I'm saying? They need games that's gonna target like Horizon. Or they need writers. You know what I'm saying? They need a lot. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have that. They don't have nothing.
This is going to be a very difficult question for me to answer, but if I had to give it to you from two different perspectives, I can give it to you from a realistic standpoint, and I can give it to you from my own perspective standpoint. That be the case. From a realistic standpoint, yeah, I do agree that I think that Microsoft is very, very doubtful as far as releasing a new IP this year, unless they manage to pull a quick one on everybody, which could be possible, but I'm still leaning more towards that. But we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. Now, but from my own standpoint, however, though, I mean, would I say that the Scorpio is going to have the best gaming lineup? No, because I'm sure it's going to be the same games you'll be able to play on the OG Xbox. Isn't that what this console is supposed to be? Last time I checked, isn't that basically what Phil and everybody at Microsoft is basically been hammering, that this is going to be nothing more than an upgraded version? Same with the Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Same with the Pro.
So, I mean, me personally, I have no reason to get the Pro because I don't have anything that would benefit.
No, but trust me, when you get the Pro, you feel like you've got a different console to the PS4.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. But I'm looking at the aspect like, but again, I'm looking at it from
a benefit standpoint. That's why.
Yeah, from a benefit standpoint, you know what I mean? And it won't benefit me at all.
Why not?
Nothing
you get boosted PS4 games.
Don't care about that.
4K native games. You get 4K upsell games. You're future proof. When PS4, look, games are gonna get harder to make for PS4 in a few.
Yeah, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is that
now they're gonna have difficulties with those engines.
But here's the thing: boost mode, I don't care about. And secondly, I don't have a 4K TV. So
yeah,
there's nothing.
But you're still gonna have to eventually upgrade anyway, Bear. It's inevitable. If you're a gamer, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. It's in your DNA.
But here's the thing: if I can get the same games on the PS4 vanilla,
but you won't in 8 months. You're gonna see some struggling because PS4 games are struggling now. So imagine
we're PS4 Pro games. I mean,
I have to talk about
Pro games are not optimized. What we've seen in Pro is basic patches quickly to fit Sony's mandate. They haven't even put no time in them. In 2017 and 18, you're going to see real Pro.
Neo just came out. Neo came out, and that game was actually developed with the actual Pro in mind. And there's no difference between vanilla and whatever you want to call it, except for 4K.
That's nonsense. You haven't watched the Digital Foundry.
No, I know. I've seen the difference between movie and action mode and all that crap like that. I get that. But myself, I don't care about any of that crap. I don't.
But that's not good news for me. If you're telling me that some of the games on the vanilla PlayStation are gonna run like that, that tells me that I might have been right again. Because that's kind of like that falls on a line of Sony actually leaving gamers behind.
No, it's not, because that will be when its natural life cycle ends. That will be like in its 5.5 year. Consoles have a 5 to 6 year life cycle.
So when that happens, wait for the PS5.
In 18 months, PS4, the OG PS4 is 5 years or more old. So you would expect it to be struggling.
Yeah, and that is fine. Okay. And when that happens, I'm still not going to make the upgrade because I'll just wait for the PS5 to get announced and then move on to the next generation.
Yeah, but the PS5 is going to run the Pro games and vice versa, don't you?
Yeah, I'm aware of that. But when that happens, whenever you want to,
you don't even have to jump on the 5. You can just stick with the Pro and upgrade to the 5 when the big games start taking advantage of it. I don't want to have
to do that. I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait it out.
If you wait and get the 5, that's 100% beneficiary to him.
You know why I said that? Because with every new genuine console generation, it takes 2 years for developers to show you what it can really do. So I'm saying if you had a Pro, you wouldn't have to upgrade the PS5 until its 2nd year on the market, and then you'll be getting the benefit of those games.
I don't know. I'm gonna wait.
That's the thing. I don't care.
Yeah, you don't
That's
care.
What I'm saying.
It's different.
The switch for me during that little downfall while I'm waiting for the PS5 to come out, I had the switch to back me up on that.
Yeah, that's another. That's just like what Bell said. If he got the PlayStation, the vanilla PlayStation, then he get the Switch. He good money.
Yep.
Either way it go, he's good money. I mean, that's why I think most people buy multiple consoles anyway. Yep. So there is
once you see Pro on a 4K TV, and I am a witness to this. I have a Samsung 8000, okay, and HDR enabled. When you see what Pro looks like when it's properly
Trust me,
get dealt with on that screen.
by the
It's
time
very
you-
difficult.
think about
It's
it,
very
too.
difficult to go back to the PS4. It looks
But
all
Well,
blurry.
and I'm not doubting you on that. But here's the thing: for me, I don't care about 4K gaming.
No, I
don't
know you
care.
don't, but I'm just saying.
No.
I'm saying that
And
once
again,
you
like I said, I'm not doubting you at all. Trust me, believe me. I talk to
it's
a
like
lot of people
seeing
that have
it's
Pro,
like having
and
an
they say it's
average
like
girl.
amazing.
Yeah, but Bear, it's like going out of this average girl, right? That you're not in love with.
We're
You
gonna
just
take
with her
some of these
because
questions in a
you're
minute.
lonely, okay? And you're going out of this average-looking girl who you're not really in love with, and then you see this beautiful chick who's really into you.
Yeah.
You look at this average thing, and then you look at this thing that your eyes have now laid up. You know, you've seen this glorious, beautiful woman.
Yes.
I mean, you'd be a fool not to go with her.
Okay, but here's another thing too as well. But what if that average girl actually enjoys playing video games with me when the actual good looking one doesn't want that from me?
Let's assume they're both equal. One just looks better than the other, because you're going into all kinds of
everything, my brother. Well,
different arguments.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, but I mean, like I said,
know what you mean. Looks aren't everything, but if both girls have the same good heart, but one's prettier than the other, more attractive to you, then that's a benefit.
Okay, but I mean, she says, but what if the average girl actually has more?
Oh, you're going into a whole lot of semantics.
You know, but I'm saying, it's that possibility.
Because I'm a perv. That's how PlayStation 4 perv.
What I'm saying though is that if the average girl to me is, you know, if she's still, we have a lot more in common than the actual girl that doesn't care about me gaming. She likes gaming herself, but that's the only thing I have in common with her. I'm going to stick to the average one.
But you know,
she already knows me very well.
I did say they both have the same attributes. One just looks better than the other. That's all. So they're exactly the same. They're both into games. They're both everything you want from them.
Okay, fair enough.
Looks pretty.
But if the average one's got bigger boot, you get
that. See how you're doing that again. Let's change the subject, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
this is a conversation from behind the scenes. This the conversation from behind the scenes. We might have some kids watching the show. You gotta remember that.
I'm sorry, man. I just love women. That's all.
Hey, you ain't the only one, brother. You're not alone. Hey, you're not alone in this world. But we do got some.
They want stuff at the party in T-Easy lobby. Yeah, we gotta keep this going.
We might have to start doing some behind the scenes. That'll have to be, you know, how y'all want to put it. How you do it? You warn them at the beginning and make it 18 and older. Yeah. Only adults can watch it. Yeah, we'll do it like that. If y'all got any questions out there, make sure y'all post the questions in the comment section. We're gonna start getting some of the questions out the way. But we do have one. I hope I say your name right. Shay Meister, Shayster, something like that.
Good guy.
But he said we will be able in the future to play 4 games. Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not gonna read that, brother. He making fun of you, Bell. Talking about you gonna still be on 1080p. But the question is, do you think
that's fine with me?
He said you're gonna still be playing 1080p while we playing.
Bear's happy to play 480p. He just enjoys games.
Bear is a gamer.
Look, I'm gonna say this once and I'll say it really, really clear. When I played Mass Effect 2 on my PC, that my PC technically can't run, but I was able to play that stuff, but at a resolution of 640 by 480, and I beat that game at that resolution. I don't care about resolution.
That's about games.
Come at me, bro.
It's about games. It's about games. I'm gonna ask you, say, this for the whole entire panel. Do you think that Spider-Man will be coming out this year?
No.
No, it's possible. It's possible.
No.
It's possible.
Hey, what was the question?
It's possible.
It say that they asked this for the whole panel.
It's possible.
Okay, I'll call you Shay then. All right.
Sony don't like to launch in the holiday, so unlikely.
You think I think it's unlikely as well. Because like you said, Sony do not like really come out in the holiday season like that. So just going by history, my honest opinion would be I don't think so.
Nah,
Scorpio coming out this holiday season?
No, that's Scorpio. Spider-Man, PS4.
To be honest, though, will it be missed with all these other games that are coming out, like God of War?
God of War ain't coming out either.
I think God of War's coming out this year, bro. That game's finished.
Yeah, it's done.
The game's finished.
Yeah, it's done, but they ain't gonna bring it out this year. They could
bring it out in August or September.
Yep.
No,
let's see what they say at E3 because they could come with a shot.
Because you remember Gran Turismo supposed to come around that time.
Yeah, but that's a different genre. They won't.
I know, but that's what Sony do. They ain't gonna put their games together. Sony don't do that.
Yeah, but look at their lineup. They need.
Sony ain't gonna put another big hitter next to a
hitter. Sony don't do that at all. They ain't gonna put it in a month apart, a week apart. They ain't gonna do that. Not Sony.
So you don't think God of War, although it's finished,
Somebody say
and they're
September.
playtesting it now, it's not going to come out this year at all. Not even in
No,
August.
no.
Not even in July.
That's coming
not
out
even
this
in
year.
August.
You see what I'm saying? Because the other DLC for what's it? Lost Legacy, that's supposed to come out this year.
But that's a small game, you know. That's like 7 hours, 6,
Right,
7
I
hours.
know, but you know, Naughty Dog want to showcase their art. That'll come out this year. But Sony, they not gonna let God of War come out this year.
I think
No.
Sony have so many games that they better release some this year, because if they stack them up for 18, it's going to be a packed schedule.
It's gonna flood. Yeah, they're gonna. We won't need them to flood the market like that. That's
So
to
they
me,
need to release some games this year.
they need to spread them out.
What
I
about-
like when they spread their games out. I like that.
I don't think it's gonna come out because Sony got too many games in development. Like they'll spread that out over the next 2 years. Like I think me personally, I think God of War is for the PS5. Dev screening, all that stuff is for PS5.
Nah, dude. What?
No way.
No way.
Are you serious?
No way.
Yeah.
Kojima
No.
even said just the other day in a video that it's definitely for PS4, not PS5. He said it with his own lips.
Yeah.
He said out his own lips. But Sony, they
No, but he's gone on camera now. He can't do that and then say that makes it
yeah,
look
look,
bad.
this Sony, you know what I'm saying? They won't. They, you know what I'm saying? They prolong everything.
You know,
Sony
dude,
prolong
Sony
everything.
Sony
I
has,
hope-
has done
dude, I
some
hope you're
crazy
so
stuff
wrong.
before in the past.
Dude, I don't know
take
you.
You
but I
gotta
hope you're
remember.
wrong.
Sony do take risks. They do.
They do.
That's-
They do.
You got to keep that in mind. Sony.
And I personally
Oh,
think
boy.
that at this point, I think at
Yeah,
this
but
point,
even
man,
if
they've already got enough
he's
numbers
right,
under
but
the belt.
even if he's right, and let's say he's right, and it's a terrible situation, and the world ends, and that happens.
Uh-oh.
PS5 and PS4 and Pro are all going to be compatible anyway. So if it comes out on the 5, it's still going to be playable on Pro and PS4.
Yes.
No difference. Makes no difference.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think
Because
that
they're backwards and forwards compatible. That's how Sony want it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think none of the games coming out this year.
Death Stranding is PS8.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's not coming out no time soon.
what games y'all think coming out this probably what games y'all think coming out this year?
Star Wars
Gran
Battlefront.
Turismo. That's it.
Star Wars
That's gonna be their next hitter. Because you know that game, their
it's what?
lifetime sales is over 75 million. You know, people want a game other than Project Cars and you know what I'm saying, Drive Club. You know what I'm saying? People miss Gran Turismo. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite racer because you know you have to get your license before you drove. So I'm all for that with VR. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna make me buy VR is Gran Turismo. I'm all for that.
Yeah. So I'm not
all
into
for
VR
that.
like that though. But if
Yeah,
y'all got,
with a nice price cut. If they do a price cut with VR, $50, you know what I'm saying, bundle it, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Crash Trilogy.
It'd be crazy.
Damn, I'm going to die of old age before these games come out, man.
So if we ain't got no more questions, I guess we still wrap things up. I don't want to make it. I gotta get me some dinner, man. I'm hungry.
Yeah, and I'm going out tonight as well. Anyway, I'm going to a party, so I'm gonna get ready in about.
I had to do. I'm glad y'all was able to come to the podcast. I haven't done a podcast in a while on my gaming channel, so you know it felt kind of good coming back, you know, and doing podcasts. We had almost 160 people in here at one time. That's crazy, man. I appreciate everybody that's here. Make sure y'all subscribe to. I'm gonna have all their links to these gentlemen YouTube channels in the description. Y'all can also find it.
So no, I said I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, brother. Also, you can find their channels on the front page of my channel. Their channels are also featured. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell as well, so y'all can get notified when we go live and when I upload, my most recent videos and stuff like that. We really do appreciate everybody that came out. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and link y'all YouTube channels, and I guess we can sign out this piece. Bill, go ahead, take out, brother.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me once up. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I came in late, but I was here nonetheless anyways, which is awesome. Yeah, thanks everybody that came out. I mean, it was crazy. 160 people watching. Holy my God. It was definitely weird not being able to curse for a change on your show there. That's kind of something I've got to get used to.
yeah, man.
But it's easy for me to do, actually. I've gotten used to that now. But anyways, yeah, thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Go ahead, Craig, brother. Lick your channel, bro.
I appreciate the invite. One stop. I was late, got off work late, but I always appreciate the Vine coming on here and chopping it up with you guys. Craig Harris talks games and movies. And speaking of movies, everybody go see John Wick. Go check him out. He's tight.
My brother, PlayStation News Now. Go ahead, plug your channel, brother.
It's Fox at PlayStation News Now. Follow me on Twitter, everybody. And if you like what I do or the sound of my voice, even subscribe to me. And one stop. Thank you very much for allowing me to kill like 2 hours with you, because seriously, I was scratching my head. I've been playing games all day today, and my eyes are hurting. So thanks for the, because I'm going out now soon. And congrats on the 7,000 plus subscribers as well, man. I just noticed that in the box there. Well done.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm trying. But also, y'all can also catch me on the what is the Gamers Couch podcast, man. Let them know when you do your show, brother. And Bell, you gotta plug your podcast. Well, you do yours random, right, Bell?
Yeah, mine's always random.
Go ahead, plug your the Gamers Couch podcast, brother.
Oh yeah, Gamer Couch this Sunday. I hope you're gonna make it one stop.
Oh, I'll be there.
And Bear knows he's always invited if he wants to come on.
Sure.
We're apparently doing a giveaway. We're going to do a giveaway once a month. Hopefully, if all goes well, we're doing a giveaway. I've got a sponsor, so I'm going to give away a game code for a full-priced game.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We give it back to the people. That's what it's
And I
about.
haven't even Patreon yet. This is something that's happening without any donations. It's all being done independently.
That's what's up. Come on, man. We give it back to the people. That's what it's about, man. It's all love in the gaming community. That's what we have to bring back to the gaming community. We all in this together at the end of the day. But T-Easy, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, shout yourself out, bro.
Oh yes, this T-Easy, man, from We All Made PlayStation Nation. And yeah, man, it's good to be on here, man. Even though it took, you know what I'm saying, a long time one stop. You know what I'm saying? This harder than the recamp for Bush. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. All you brothers on the panel, man. Like I say, a lot of videos I do, some be sober, more likely I'll be drunk. So I love doing, you know what I'm saying? I just do it. I'm not trying to get big and anything. I just try to voice my opinion. Like I say, we all made PlayStation Nation. Like if you supported PlayStation over the years, that's what it means, man. So keep it gaming, keep it PlayStation.
And just like my brother always say, play games. No, I ain't gonna stay. I ain't gonna stay. I love it. I love it though. I love it. Everybody got their own little coin, and that's one of them I do like.
Say it, man. Say it loud, say it proud.
Play games and not corporations. Y'all stay blessed and y'all be easy. Peace.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
All right. After dark.